Hi, 8:08, a little late, but it doesn't really matter. Probably no one going to be in here for a while anyway, if they even show up. But the topic is got gang stalkers. Um, if you do, you can come in here and talk about your experience, what they are doing to you, how you deal with it, whatever. If you got some revelation you wanna share with anybody, there's the link. But as far as having a normal life while you're being gang stalked, it's kind of difficult. You kind of have to say, this is your new normal, and these sick people won't leave you alone. And you have to presume that that's going to be the way it is. Well, okay. For the most part, the the song remains the same over the scope of people that are being attacked and harassed and threatened and murdered by these gang stalkers. Yeah, I'm with you there. It's ongoing, never stops. But I'm dealing with it because there's nothing else you can do. Um, they're never going to stop because they don't have to, because the powers that be have no intention to even recognize that it exists. My dog agrees. Um, um, Pretty much every other targeted individual that I know of um, have similar experiences. Some stalking is always the same. Some of the tactics are spread out in different proportions per target. Some people get some parts of it that others don't. Others get more of one and not the other. Personally, I deal with the dream manipulation the most and the BTK the most. Uh, I pretty much got them to the point where they don't like to fuck with me with street theater too much because they know I'm not going to take it. They don't threaten to come fight me anymore uh, because they know I'd probably kick their ass in the first place. But or at least go down trying to do it. They might be afraid of wasp spray. I don't know. That's probability that they're afraid of getting sprayed by wasp spray. Continual threaten to call the police, saying, "Oh, you're going to jail. You're blah blah blah. This. You're a criminal. This and that. You're whatever the hell they decide." But I'm like, well, what are you waiting for? Do it. I mean, you've been doing this shit for 4 years. You've been doing this shit for 4 years. How long does it take for you to pick up the fucking phone and call 911 or whatever? And they have no intention to call the police because you're not doing anything wrong. They can't. What are they going to call them about? This guy's calling me a gang stalker because I am one. So yeah. or whatever, right? Um, Here lately, I've heard of a few targeted individuals that have died because lately, um, or circumstances around how or why, or who, gang stalkers, but how the person was unalived, I'm not aware of that. But when I do go through a couple 2 or 3 week period or a month period without hearing from so and so, or I wondering what's happening to them. Um, you just got to take it with a grain of salt because it's going to happen. What are you talking about? We got Chinese police drones. What are you talking about? What exactly are you talking about? Click that link and come in here and tell us what you're talking about. I know you're capable of speaking. I know that the green hairs are all up in your ass, so they have their big harassment group that they put everybody else down, but when you look at them and the type of people they are, it's like, what possesses you to go after other people when you're the type of people that you are? They'll put on a tag like someone, let's say I'm just going to use Virginia for example, will put on a tag saying they're Virginia and cause a bunch of shit, with text or whatever, or however they want to. But hello, Virginia, and make you look like a piece of shit by starting trouble with people in a chat that you've never even frequented or never even been to, but they'll go in there and start trouble with people, and then you got a problem with those people because you're who you are, and this asshole put on a tag impersonating you and is going around being a total dickbag, wherever they go. And last episode, I basically proved that because it was what the topic was, and lo and behold, Muddy was throwing on everybody's tags. He put on a Virginia tag. He put on an Angel tag. He put on a Rose Renault tag. He put on, fucking 12 different tags that he had because I've unblocked everybody from, my channel because that doesn't seem to cause him, do any good. But I actually informed people that I did that I unblocked everyone because I knew some asshole like him would come in and do exactly that, and that was what the title of the episode was. Just people impersonating you and going to other people's lives or channels and making you look like a total piece of shit because they'll say whatever the fuck they want. They'll be racist. They'll be, sodomizing other people in there while they're in there and make up shit and basically to make you look like a prick, which, that's what the total scope of, gang stalking revolves around, is making the target look like they're crazy, they're evil, or whatever the case, criminal, whatever they want to do to you. They want to say you're a hitman, like they say about someone that's in here right now, which is just fucking ridiculous. Just get the fuck out of here. And I'm not really trying to pick on any one gang stalking group, but as far as that goes, the green hair group they're stalkers. I don't give a fuck what kind of label you put on it. They pick somebody out. They're gonna try and ruin you with their lives. They're gonna restream your shit and make fun of it, or make something of it that it isn't, or they're gonna have somebody come in representing as you and make you look like a dickhead. Because I've seen it. You've seen it. But whatever. That's why it's so important to get your testimonial out loud. Who think is responsible for your targeting? Yeah, well, that's something else that I say. Um, don't allow these fuckers to remain anonymous. If you know who, say who. If you know for a fact who, say who. What are they going to do? Oh, he doxed my name. So what? You've been doxing my entire life for fucking years now. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. It's okay for you. It's like, do as I say and not as I do. Well, fuck that shit. If you know who's fucking stalking you and you think you know, call the fucking police. If you think I'm doing something wrong to you, call the fucking police. This what? What is this shit? Oh, I'm gonna call the police. You're an asshole, blah blah blah, for years and months, but nothing's ever happened. So basically, it's like shit or get off the pot. If you got some dirt on me, where the fuck is it? I, I don't see you publicly raising awareness that you know um, you guys talk shit about Donovan, or you talk shit about Virginia, or you talk shit about Targeted Patton, or you talk shit about me, but you don't show no evidence. You show some fucking screenshots of you talking about some shit that they did. But I mean, I personally, I tell what they've done to me, but I like to provide some evidence. I provided Facebook hacks. I provided fucking instances where they've screwed with they've tampered with my mail. They stole my registration out of my car. It's not like, I got police reports. It isn't like, I'm not trying to stop these pieces of shit. But yes, you got it. It's weirdos. But more than that, as I keep trying to stress, they're serial killers. They put people to death in the same manner over and over. Their intention is to scare you to death, get you incarcerated, or kill you. Any of the above. They want to do all of that. All or both, whatever. But and the thing is, for example, like they do to or have done to certain people. They cause you so much stress with the V2K, with the harassment of hiding in your, coming to your house and saying shit to you, or in front of your house, or sneaking around your house, or just doing the things they do, the street theater, the following you in their vehicles, and they time their attacks with instances when, let's say, police helicopters are going over your house, because whether you know it or not, anybody can track where every aerial vehicle is at any given time. If you don't believe me, you can go check out DEF CON. It's a conference for fighting hacks, learning how to protect yourself from hacks, like how they can steal your car, how they can steal the codes from your key fob, or they can they can track your position or things like that. It shows all those different things, and you can look it up on there. It's called DEF CON, and their conferences, and there's usually a lot of good information. And but there was one episode where it was telling how showing how a guy could how you could sit there with your laptop and watch every FBI plane that's flying around, or every police helicopter flying around, and know where they're going to go, what their flight path is, or where their flight path, so that when these gang stalkers are messing with you, they say, oh, we got a helicopter coming, let's play the helicopter thing, and harass the person with the helicopter. See, the cops are after you. They're in the helicopter. They're circling your house. That shit. They pull that shit. Okay? That cop don't know nothing about it. Those cops ain't involved in that shit. They don't know nothing about that shit. But these fuckers do. And they do that shit. Or you get the scumbags that drive by at all hours of the night and honk, or rev their engines really loud, or whatever, things like that. Or you'll be at the store and someone will come up to you and just ask some ludicrous, out of the blue question, you're like, of course you're going to be like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? But it's to get a reaction. All this reaction shit. They want you to react, but it doesn't matter. The other thing is, it doesn't matter what you say or what you do. They have an actor pretending to be you. They have someone pretending to be you to make you look like a prick. I've caught them. Okay, they're caught. They'll have people saying the N-word, right, as you, or talking to pervert shit, or what, just that kind of stuff. Basically, defamation of your character by using someone posing as you. I've caught the person that hacked my Facebook, my brother's Facebook. His name's Animal. Well, I don't think his name's Animal, but that's the screen name he uses. His phone number, all that shit. Told the police. Borderline, they say. That's borderline. How's that borderline? It's not borderline. I busted his ass. He hacked my face. He's using my dead brother's Facebook. That's not a borderline thing. That's a fucking illegal act. That's a fucking federal fucking crime. But they ignore it. Shit. So anyway, I'm done with the rat right there. My dog's here. I'll get it. My wife's going to let the dog in. He's trying to get in. Well, weirdos is a good thing, to define them, but the term that comes to mind to me the most is serial killers. They're trying to kill us in the same manner over and over, each one of us. They want you dead, and they use the same tactics to do it, and they conspire to do it. So I was watching MM Strategy Guides live today, and he was talking about his comedy channel, and he was going to do some, comedy about, the ridiculousness of gang stalkers. And I'm like, no, don't do that. I mean, I can't stop you, but don't do that, because they want people to think this is a joke. They want people to think it's a joke, that you're paranoid, or this shit isn't really happening. This shit is fucking happening. Thousands of people all over the world are being gang stalked. Okay, now how many there are? Your guess is as good as mine. I've tried to calculate some numbers, but they're killing people. I mean, they killed people. Tanya will tell you that. I'm telling you that. Other people will tell you that. They're fucking murderers. Okay, it's plain and simple. They're murderers. They're sick people that group together that have a fucking sick agenda to fucking ruin your life. If they can't kill you, they're gonna do everything else. Hi, Will. Um, but I have to say over the years talking about this, I'm really tired. I'm I, I'm not so tired that you know I'm gonna give up, but I'm really tired of talking about this shit. And it's like it's like you shove this red hot poker up people's ass is what it feels like, and they're like, I don't feel anything, and they don't, and like they don't feel anything. Well, I really don't give a fuck about Tammy Hess. I, I've seen what she does and what the group that coach and all those fuckers do, and they're stalking people. They pick somebody out to harass and cause shit about. But that's part of the drama community. That's the drama community there. They pick somebody out to fuck with, like Eli or other people. They pick people out because they just don't fit into what these scumbags' idea of what they should be is, and they're going to try and ruin you for it. But that's a whole different animal. That's what these guys. That has to do with like drama and crime, but it is still the same premise. They target a person to try and make them look like a piece of shit, and that's the it. That's the it of it. They will they will try to frame you and set you up everywhere they can, dude. Everywhere. These scumbags here in this trailer park have been trying to set me up for fucking years now. I've caught them more than once. Um, and you know who they are because I'm not afraid to say who they are. But it's like I just said, uh, I'm I'm just I'm tired of that right there. The drama for what? For what? But the other part is you have to keep an eye out for the cockroaches that are uh, dressed up in Edgar suits. And what I mean by that is they pretend they're on your side and that maybe this shit's happening to them, but it isn't. And um, they're part of the game. They're part of the stress creator. Well, that is all that I'm totally of the opinion that is all gang stalking is about, is for money. I mean, that's a major player in gang stalking. They aren't going to do that. They're not going to. They're not going to jeopardize their freedom and their life because they hate you. If they are that, they're even stupider than I first thought. I mean, at least money gives the motive. But if it's just because they hate you, that's a pretty fucked up shit. That's pretty fucking stupid shit. I mean, a lot of people say it's because of jealousy, because of their being a star seed, or they're chosen, or look, we all have a belief system, but these people don't. These people don't. Their only belief system is, can we fuck you over and get away with it? That's their belief system. Can we end your life and those around you and get away with it? That is their belief system. They aren't religious. I don't care. On V2K, they're always screaming, "Oh, I'm religious." Dude, if you're religious, God is going to kick your balls up to your fucking tonsils. Bullshit, you're religious. All it is a revolving door that's never ending, and they're quick to stab each other in the back. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Yeah, they're probably unknowingly controlled opposition. I understand your thinking, but I don't agree with that. Every gang stalker knows exactly what the fuck they're doing. They're not confused. Maybe they do, but there's got to be more of a motive than that. I just don't. I don't know. People are filled with demons, and demons need fed, and drama and hate and envy feed that their demons. So they get to make money doing what they love to do. Yeah. Well, that is. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. They they feel like they're boosting them. It boosts their ego to push someone else down. They boost they feel like they're boosting their ego, making themselves a better person by smashing someone else for whatever reason. Yeah, that was a meow. That was my cat. That was Plaid agreeing with you. But if you look at my last live, it was early in the morning. Actually, I'll just go ahead and play it for you. That way you'll get a look at it. So I'll just show it to you, so you can look at it. And you can hear what happened, and I won't have to sit here and repeat it. Okay? So it's a short one. It's a couple, like 5 minutes. So you won't be bored to death by this little episode. So here it is. Right here. Just a couple minutes ago. After I had had a little bout with them on B2K. Oh, want me to turn the mic off? About how they better use it and do something with it.
Because when I get my hands on a BCI, they're gonna
That's
hurt.
true. Why didn't you want
So,
people to hear that? That was funny.
Because I was telling you.
Adam
Go ahead.
just showed up
It was me.
and said, "Good morning, Michael."
You want to hear it?
And I'm pretty certain brought him what I saw before in a 3 foot long by maybe 9-inch square crate with a machine in it. And you can on Google Maps, Google whatever, Google Satellite, you'll be able to see where Adam pulls up and hands off the machine to Michael. Because I told them they better do something and use it. Because when I get my hands on something, I'm going to use it. And I'm going to do what they've been doing to me for the last 4 fucking years. So go ahead and use it. You better use it. You better use it, and you better fucking kill me. Because if you don't, I'm not going to stop. I'm never going to stop until you're done. Ever. I'm going to hurt you. Hurt you forever. So, since you're probably listening, of course you are. You listen on V2K. If you're not listening to my stream here, you better know. You Bucci Nazis better know that I'm never going to stop, dude. You fucking done too fucking much. And I'm going to end it for you if you don't do something. So, at 524, you already know my address. Pretty much everybody already knows my address. So, this is just a wake-up call. Adam brought Michael over the machine that they were shooting me in the stomach with, and in the nuts, and in the eyes, or wherever the fuck they were doing it with, whatever the hell they've been doing it with. So, out of the back of his pickup,
Pepperoni.
like I said, a 3 foot long box crate. He shows up and says, "Good morning, Michael," and hands it off to him, and then leaves, of course. But yeah, 5:24 in the morning is, that's a normal time to just come visit for a minute to somebody that doesn't have a fucking job and sits on his fucking ass all day doing gang stalking. So go ahead, use it. Use it, because if you don't, I'm gonna fucking hurt you. Mark my words, one day I'm gonna hurt you. That is all.
There you have it. Now, I've said before, from all my research, they use a brain-computer interface to do the dream manipulation, the V2K, the hallucinations, what have you. Anything that they can do physically with auditory hallucinations, where they make it sound like someone is saying something or not, or you're seeing something you're not, or the implanting of the dreams. Now, I have provided links to you about brain computer interface where they describe all of these types of symptoms to you. That basically it describes that they can invade your mind, fuck with your dreams. They even have apps for it. Okay, they have apps for it, and the subvocal recognition where you don't even have to say anything. Okay, they'll say it for you. They say it for you. If you're sitting there, if you've got your mind quiet, they're speaking as you. They've got somebody that is presenting themselves to whoever or whatever they're doing as you. Okay, this is not speculation. Okay, this is from research. This is what this fucking machine will do. This is what the brain computer interface can do. Now, how they connect it to you without you wearing a headset, I've been doing research on that. I'm of the opinion that they use a virtual machine to create a virtual headset on the victim, where you don't have to have a headset. You're not implanted. You're not connected to any of the any of the electrodes to scan your brain. But there are several different ways they can use it. There's one called MEG, which is magnetic field interference EEG, by pointing it at. Or they can use FLIR, which is infrared, and see you and scan your EEG, your EMF. So also, that goes along with it, since it's collaborative, AI can also be incorporated with, let's say, a Python application to set it and forget it. So they have keywords, key phrases that set it off to say and do certain things. So they don't have to sit there 24 hours a day, but the machine is sitting there harassing you 24 hours a day. Okay. Well, that fucking asshole goes to work or wherever he is, he leaves this shit on and it's doing it. Or they take turns. Like I said, I'm not standing next to the gang stalkers. I can't tell you exactly what they're doing, how they're doing it. But I've done the research. Okay. And when I can afford to get my hands on this shit, I'm gonna have one. And I'm going to use it to invade them and find out who all of them are. Okay? Trust me. What have I got to lose? They're going to fucking kill you anyway. What have you got to lose? I'm of the opinion if it's okay for them to do it, then it's okay for me to do it. For the good of mankind, not for harassment, not for threats, not to kill people, but to stop them doing it. So that's why I say research BCI technology. Now, like I said before, I don't blame the companies for creating it. At least I didn't. OpenBCI, before I started talking about acquiring one of my own and taking the fight back to the gang stalkers, was $499. Recently, it's now $4,999. That's a 1,000% increase for no apparent reason. I have emailed someone from MIT that has to do with this technology twice. I've got no reply. I just asked for information on how it would be possible to create a virtual headset or how to connect to people without them wearing a headset. They're silent. I emailed once a couple weeks ago, and I emailed again a week ago, or a couple days ago, and still have no reply. Now, this person is the head of somewhere at a university. I'm not gonna divulge who and what university, but they have no intention of replying. Now, the reason I say that is because these people know that they can do this with this machine, and they don't want to hurt their business. Like I said, I don't blame the people for creating the technology, but I do blame them for ignoring what they're doing with it. And trying to make us look like horrible people because we're being afflicted by it. It kind of is reminiscent to, let's say, if you were what they call a UFO person. For 70 years, people tell them UFOs this, UFOs that, blah, 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 you're crazy, blah, 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 none of this is happening. Well, now the general consensus is changing because, they shot down UFOs over the United States, so it's not like they can say, it's not happening. So, if you're like me in any fashion, you have a desire to protect yourself from these people and others. I have full intention, should they decide, like they've slacked off before harassing me, I made them come back. I made them do it more because I don't want them to come and do it to someone else. As long as I can keep them hurting me, they're not going to hurt you. I don't sit here and talk about what they're doing at any given, so much at any given time about whether they're fucking with your eyes or part of my body, or I don't sit here and ramble about the dream manipulation, which is every night. I don't sit here and ramble about that. Mainly because they want you to. They want you to tell people how they're hurting you. They want people to see the effect it's having on you. They want you to rant. They want you to be pissed off. They want that. That's what they want. I don't film people. I don't walk around with my cell phone filming these slimy fuckers because they want you to. Because that gives them an out. They can say, hey, look, see, he's stalking us. We're not doing anything to him. They're doing it to us. That's what they want. That's the change up. That's the rub. So, here, I'll tell you the joke my wife said. She said, say it yourself. I can't remember. What joke did you say?
What about the glue stick?
Yeah, the glue stick.
Some people should use a glue stick rather than chapstick.
Some people should use a glue stick rather than chapstick. Haha. Well, all that being said, I've been here talking for 45 minutes. And as I said, and the last few times I've done a live, not that I'm losing steam, it's just that I feel like I, I, I've said all I can say, and it falls on deaf ears. And I'm just kind of like, um, then you got the individuals like your buddy that is always putting you down for not knowing so much about computers, John. Um, you could stick the research up his ass. He's not going to look at it. He's gonna say you're an idiot. That's what he does. Um, so I I I know they're hurting all of you. You know, all of you other targeted individuals. I know you're in pain. Um, be it physical pain, emotional torture, harassment, whatever whatever part of the evil creature that is gang stalkers. Uh, yeah, well, neither am I. Dan can shut the fuck up as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I've told him to quit emailing me and quit bothering me, but it doesn't matter. Uh, well, he will now since you mentioned his name. You spoke, you know, he who shall not be named's name, and now he's gonna mention you in a video because he be watching. He'll watch, and you know he'll be watching this guy right here. He'll be watching that guy right there, that guy right there will be watching, and he'll make fun of you, and he'll call you a know nothing, and because he thinks he's just a super genius, whatever. But he's a fucking moron in most cases. Um, but anyway, uh, like I said, I've been here 45 minutes, 48 minutes now. Um, I'll stay on for another couple minutes, but if no one comes in here and has anything else to say, click the link right here. I'm gonna probably call it an end of the night because I don't feel like sitting here and talking for 4 hours just to talk. I don't like to sit here and hear my own voice. So I'd rather listen to someone else. Maybe you know you like hearing my voice, but I don't like sitting here talking to myself. Basically, it's not a conversation, and it's basically a rant. Basically, and I just don't. I don't. I don't have the energy to do that anymore. I don't have the energy to just keep thinking of shit to talk about anymore that doesn't get you anywhere. I mean, you can see it in my eyes that there's a barren field of fucks that I don't give anymore. He blocked you? Oh, he blocked you. Oh, you should have. You should have called your. You should have. You should have fucking said, "Damn, threw a party." Fucker doesn't want to harass you anymore. Um, but anyway, anybody want to click this link right here and come in here and talk to me? If not, um, I'm logging out. And I'm gonna bid you farewell and have a good night, good morning, or good evening, wherever you are. Oh, that's something else. This is nothing like the Truman Show. Okay, being gang stalked is nothing like the Truman Show. They didn't want Truman to know that he was being watched. This is entirely opposite. They make it obvious. They want you to know you're being watched, followed, and harassed, and they want you to talk about it. Unlike Truman, who didn't know he was being watched and didn't, he was in his own little world. This is not like that. This is not Truman. This is more like Equilibrium or 1984 or The Island, where you're a fucking commodity. Or Adjustment Bureau. They want to ruin and control your life. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to feel like you're in a bubble, that's perfect. But anyway. So I guess since no one's accepting the StreamYard link, I'm going to have a good night. Thanks.